It was a humid Friday afternoon. Seb sat at his desk in the health center office as Mrs. Akobundu enthusiastically presented the results of the BP40 campaign. Her pride was palpable as she gestured to the bundle of papers she had brought, detailing the campaign's success. "The response has been tremendous," she said with a triumphant smile. "Even pastors got involved, lending their church halls. People lined up for their first-ever blood pressure checks." Seb nodded. "Simple measures can save lives," he replied. "But our ministers? They're more concerned with building expensive hospitals for kickbacks. This is what really helps our people." As she spoke, Seb's thoughts wandered. The campaign was something he and Elsa once dreamed of implementing. Now it was real, but she wasn't there to see it. Seb's gaze lingered on the campaign reports, but his mind was far away. His heart ached as he remembered Elsa. They had shared this vision together, bringing meaningful healthcare to their people. The memories of her laughter and their shared determination now felt like a cruel echo in the silence of his office. The reality of his present life hit him hard. Elsa had left him, taking their children to England. Blessing had filled the void she left behind, but it was not the same. The enormity of his losses, the fractured family, and the chaos of his personal life gnawed at him relentlessly. Seb clenched his fists on the desk, his thoughts spiraling. His mother had preached about the sanctity of marriage, dragging him to her room to remind him of his vows. She had taken to fasting and praying, tirelessly trekking to church for deliverance. And why wouldn't she? He had lied to her, allowed Blessing to move into his house, and created a web of deceit that now strangled him. This thing with Blessing must stop, he thought, for the 100th time. The guilt was unbearable, gnawing at his heart like a relentless toothache. Seb's thoughts returned to Elsa. Did she still think of him? Or had she moved on, feeling liberated from the disillusionment of their marriage? The questions plagued him. He missed her more than ever. Her absence was a void that nothing, not even the success of the BP40 campaign, could fill. If only he had the courage to reach out to her, to make peace. But what if she had no interest in reconciliation? Seb looked back at Mrs. Akobundu, who was still standing proudly, discussing the campaign's impact. He decided to test her loyalty. Perhaps she could offer insight or guidance. "Mrs. Akobundu," he began hesitantly, "what do you think about personal struggles affecting one's work?" She paused, her face softening. "Ah, Dr. Emo, everyone has their burdens. The important thing is to face them with courage and seek help when needed. Even leaders like you need support." Seb nodded, her words offering a flicker of hope. Perhaps there was still a way to untangle his life and find clarity.